Have you ever wondered what makes a place really feel like home? Is it where you were born at? Is it where you spent your childhood? Is it where you currently live? Or is it where you best feel welcome and appreciated? You see, in Mississippi Masala and Jhumpa Lahiri short stories, The Third and Final Continent, and when Mr. Pirzada Came to Dine, these characters discovered that finding a home in America is much more complicated than simply moving to another country. They have to balance the cultural identities while adjusting to a completely different way of life. I can use this example. Being a first generation college student, it has been a huge adjustment because of the fact that, number one, we don't really know what we're getting ourselves into, all right? It has the looks and the glamour of things, but no one truly knows about how college will go. We all have our separate and different experiences, you know what I'm saying? So therefore, my experience may be different than your experience, and vice versa. And so I can kind of feel what they feel as being first-gen immigrants, coming to a new place, coming to somewhere that's different. First time, it's a lot of similarities between the two. But my argument is both that Mira Nayar and Jhumpa Lahiri show that immigration is a difficult journey, but they present those struggles in a different way. You see, Lahiri uses quiet moments, thoughtful narration, and everyday experiences to show how immigrants slowly adapt to life in America. On the other hand, Nayar uses visuals, music, and color and emotional conflict to make the immigrant experience more immediate and visible on screen. One major similarity between these works is what they all have to show that immigrants struggle. They struggle with the feeling of not belonging. They struggle with the feeling of being left out, being not being included, and all these many different things. So in Mississippi Masala, around the 18-minute mark, Jay explains how his family was forced to leave Uganda and rebuild their lives in Mississippi. Even though they had a new home, they still carry moments, memories per se, of the country they lost. I'm sorry, I'm horrible with name pronunciations, so I'm trying my best. But Nayar reinforces this feeling by contrasting them warm, colorful memories of Uganda with the quieter atmosphere of Mississippi. In the visual contrast, I'm a huge person. I have my own business with taking photos and videos, so I know all about this. But this visual contrast reminds the audience that home is not a physical place. It is connected to identity, memory, and presence. And what's crazy about that is home is more than a location. Home is a place of belonging, a place of comfort. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. And so Lahiri has a similar idea in The Third and Final Continent. When the narrator first arrives in America, he feels isolated and unfamiliar with his area and surroundings. He has to first learn new customs, then adjust to a different culture, and then build a life from the ground up. Although these works share similar ideas, they also differ in how they portray the immigrant experience. And when Mr. Pirzada Came to Dine, Lahiri focuses on emotional displacement. Even though Mr. Pirzada is living in America, his thoughts remain with his family in Bangladesh Liberation War. His anxiety, his thought process, his depression, they all reveal that the immigration experience can be an emotional and physical trauma because of the distance. In Lahiri, he shows that people may feel safe in a new country while still carrying the emotional weight of events happening back home. Have you ever imagined how you would feel if you were to move, if you moved away an hour or 2 hours away from home, and people are going through hell and back at home? How would that make you feel, knowing you had the power to come to your family, but it's a process to it. You have to try balancing the past and the present and finding a place where you truly belong, you truly fit in, you truly can be embraced as a whole. You can finally become in a place where you feel not isolated, not out of place, but in somewhere you feel like you belong. And so Lahiri communicates this through subtle storytelling and personal reflection, while Nayar uses cinematic techniques such as color, setting, music, and visual symbolism to make those ideas come alive on the screen. Together, these works suggest that cultural identity is not something a person has to choose between. Instead, identity can grow by embracing both one's heritage and the opportunities of a new country. Whether through literature or film, these stories encourage us to think more deeply about what it truly means to find a home while remaining true to who we are. Thank you for listening. God bless.